So in our standing hip cars, the aim of the game is to take the hip through its full range of motion. Imagine we're drawing a big circle. A couple of things to think about. On our standing leg, we want the hip, knee and ankle, shoulder in a straight line, hip forward into extension throughout. We're going to keep our weight lightly forward into the big toe, and we're trying to resist any extension or movement in the pelvis whatsoever. I'm going to use these bars here to provide a little bit extra balance and support. So my first movement, hips in extension, I'm going to come up into flexion. I'm keeping the foot right underneath the knee as I pull wide into external rotation, trying to maintain a neutral pelvis. I'm keeping the heel high now as I fold over into internal rotation. Again, I'm trying my best to keep my hips as level and square as I possibly can as I come back to the midline. From here now, I'm kicking back into extension using the glute, and then I'm pulling out wide and bringing my knee back in and back to the start. So staying tall, knee comes up, heel stays under the knee, glutes nice and tight, we externally rotate. We then come into internal rotation, tucking that heel out. We then come back into extension and draw that circle round to finish off. Try and take 20 to 30 seconds per repetition. The slower you go, the more control you're going to develop. For the lateral lunge, we want to think about this as a single leg squat with the trailing leg in full extension. Our goal is to keep our shoulders and our hips nicely stacked. The leg we're sitting across to, the knee is traveling outside the foot and the ankle, and we're letting our hips continue back as we push that knee forward over the toes. I'm going to use my hand in a second to make sure I'm keeping that space from rib to hip nice and open. As long as that's the case, we're doing a good job. For the lateral lunge, we want to think about this as a single leg